exactly. If you remember, we talked about Bobby Zavarik and how Bobby took us to 3 straight championships. Well, Johnny joined him in Bobby's junior year. John was a freshman, started right out of the gate at second base, and played on the division championship in '77. And then in '78, when they won that finally won that Schuylkill League championship, it was John Andrade who hit the base hit against St. Clair to win that game 3-2 and give us the overall Schuylkill League championship. He started for 4 years at Mount Carmel, and his junior and senior year he led the Schuylkill League in hits, had won the batting title, and was their all-star second baseman 2 consecutive years. He then received a scholarship to go to Towson, Maryland, where he played baseball and started right out of the gate again, once again at second base. As a freshman, he led the team in triples. He was probably 6th in the country, I think, in NCAA Division I in triples that year. Led the team as a sophomore in hits and runs scored. And also, those records stood until 2006 and 2009. He only played the 3 years at Towson, had a .328 career batting average, .360 as a junior, and still has a share of the home run record, having 3 home runs in 1 game back when he played earlier in his career. He was the first player ever from Towson to get drafted by the Major League Baseball. He was drafted by the Texas Rangers in 1983. He played his rookie season in Sarasota. He played his second year in Burlington, Iowa. And an unfortunate situation happened. He was hit by a pitch, 95-mile-an-hour fastball, basically ended his baseball career. But John came back to Towson, where he coached a year or 2, coached at the Naval Academy for a couple of years from 1987 to 1992, and then returned back to Camp Hill, where he was involved with the Trinity Girls basketball program. And it was as a basketball player that I just want to touch on it a little bit. He also played basketball here. And John has the distinction of playing on a basketball team that has won the most games in school history. That was in 1980, where I often consider it to be the best basketball team that didn't win anything. They were second in the Schuylkill League, Division I at that time, second in districts. I think they lost to Berwick 50-48 or something like that in the district championship game, and then made it as far as the Eastern semifinal. And they played Lords down at Shamokin to see who was going to go to the Eastern final that night. And there was nobody more nervous that night than Coach Kaz, because you see, the next morning he had a plane ready to take the baseball team to Florida. And Johnny, being his second baseman, captain, whatever, so he was real nervous. I don't know who he was rooting for. Maybe we can ask him later. But they went to Florida and were 5-1 down there. They beat 5 teams from Florida when they played down there. Johnny is one of the best point guards that ever played here. And we only have 12,000 point scorers. To put that in real perspective, he played with 4 of them. Bobby Zavarik, Chet Karpinski, Ronnie Zaleski, and Paul Szymanski all scored their 1,000 because he distributed the rock, as they say, and was totally unselfish and a team basketball player. He was inducted into the Towson Hall of Fame in 1997, as was his wife, Betty, who's here. She's also in the Towson Hall of Fame, and she was also a point guard. And John was inducted into the Ed Romance chapter in 2001 Hall of Fame. Guys, this is a true legend, and I'm really proud, and I hope you give a nice Mount Carmel welcome home to John Andrade.